Hi everyone, Darren Hunter here. I'm with the one and only Dennis Youssef. This is the Top Growth podcast show. Dennis has been nice actually to allow me to introduce this, though Top Growth is very much Dennis's area of expertise. And Dennis, we've completed the Top Growth Academy. We've done all 12 sessions. I've actually added in a bonus as well, which is the 10 winning ways to win the inquiry. So when an inquiry comes in, all the 10 things to do. And today we're going to be getting into generating leads 5 ways using video, which was actually your conference session, Dennis.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a surprisingly highly rated, because it wasn't in-depth training like what we normally do at IGT. However, it was very valuable. It was very I utilized all the people as well. It was interactive, so it was really good, right? And I'm blown away because a lot of people through the IGT inner circle that they keep talking about the implementation of the videos and implementation of the different things from the conference, from that one session. So, which is amazing, I mean, the world is all about video, and I chose doing this topic because I did the graveyard shift, Darren. We all know the graveyard shift. It's the first session after lunch. So my job was to wake everyone up.
So before we get into it, everyone, one of the things you got to do to be able to go out and generate leads, you've got to purvey the perception that you are the very, very, very best in the market. Unfortunately, a lot of agents out there, honestly, when push comes to shove, they don't think that they're any better than their other competitors down the road. Sure, there are some that they know that they're better, but they believe that we only offer 4 or 2 routine inspections a year. We process applications, we do this, we do that. It's exactly the same as what your rivals do. And that then when someone challenges you on your fee, that you then subconsciously believe, well, we're the same as our rivals, therefore we need to be charging the same as them, and therefore you then are very quick to compromise on your fee structure. And so you need to have strong confidence that you know that you're the best. One of those ways is you got to have strong points of difference. One of the best points of difference that we've seen, one of the issues that owners have is they're scared of the tenant from hell damaging the property. Yeah. And so if you show them a digital ingoing inspection or a property condition report, or you call it an entry inspection or whatever you want to call it, and you're able to, and you show them how you embed virtual tours as well as photos into that inspection, you are really going to be speaking to the pain point of the owner that's concerned about the upkeep and the property condition. All righty. That also puts his trust into you, but also your trust into the business where you know that you are the very, very best. So make sure you speak to the guys at Inspection Express. All righty. They've got some amazing technology. They've embedded the virtual tour into that entry point and the end as well. And also routines. You can have a talk to them about it. All right, Dennis, let's get into generating leads 5 ways using video.
Yeah, look, Darren, to add to, what you're saying about, those points of differences, video is a massive way. And I just want to say our job is to highlight to in your ecosystem, in your local community, in your city, wherever you're working, that you are the standout agent, right? And utilizing video, and we're going to share 5 different ways in this podcast today. Your job is to highlight it and let the world know that you stand out. Now, at the conference, I actually spoke. I opened up at the beginning of the conference and I asked everyone, whoever drove here this morning, tell me, put your hand up if you noticed a red car. And I think maybe 1 or 2 people tops put their hands up. Because when you're driving, you're not looking for things. You're not keeping an eye out on a particular color car. Red is the least seen vehicle on the road, right? So my point that I was making at the conference, if you remember, Darren, I was saying you need to be a BDM that's got the hustle, and you notice all of those red cars, because those red cars are like opportunities. Now, for an owner, when they're looking for a property manager, when they have a pain point, They are looking for that red car. And that red car is that property manager, that business that's standing out. So in the case of you being a successful BDM, a successful agency, you need to be that red shiny car that everyone notices.
That's the law of attraction, Dennis. That's what the law of attraction is that you see what you are focused on. And if they're focused on these pain points right now, and you in some way, minor way on social media, have some type of message that speaks directly to them, they're going to be all over it. They're going to see that red car standing out, coming at them a mile away.
Yeah, law of attraction is spot on, because people will see the videos, they'll see that you're the expert, they're seeing your confidence in you being able to do it, because everyone fears it, right? And then they want to use you. They feel like they get to know you through the videos, and then they want to use you. You then become a strong top of mind. Now, I want to go through what some of the things are that we did. Obviously, I can't hit play and play a video here in the podcast, but I'm going to explain and share with everyone here today the 5 different types of videos. Now, the first type, Darren, is video text messages, a video message. Now, when a new inquiry comes into your business, the BDM, you've got to be hungry. You need to know everything about this potential landlord. You need to gain their trust as quickly as they can. Now, yes, there's agents that receive cold leads, and you know, the potential lead that's calling, they don't know who you are, so they're inquisitive, and they might ring up and ask about your fees. Now, if they're a warm lead, they're not going to just ask for your leads. But let's just say someone's called you up and they're asking you questions about property management. When you get off the phone, your job, during the phone call and after the phone call, your job is to find out as much as you know, as much as you can about this particular landlord. And you should go to LinkedIn, go to Facebook, go to Instagram, Google their names, do whatever you've got to do to find out a little bit about this particular person, especially if they're a influencer in the local area, like a business owner or something. Now, once you've gotten to know them and you found out a little bit about them, you've got access to be able to send them videos through portals. They may have reached out to you on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook Messenger, wherever, and you can send a video message through that. You've also got your telephone where you can send them a personalized text message. And Darren, you may have called me up, you may have reached out to me on LinkedIn. We've had a conversation, we've had a phone call because you've rung me up, you've seen all of my stuff. I can then, once we've hung up, send you a personal message. I simply pick up my phone, I simply record a video, say, hey Darren, thanks so much for your time on the phone. Really appreciate you giving IGT Realty a call with regards to our award-winning services. I look forward to seeing you at your property at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Don't worry about the dog, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'll see you then. So it's personal and it'll be around something that we've said. I can choose to send that through LinkedIn, where you first reached out to me. I can send it to you from my phone straight to your phone as a device. Obviously, there's other techniques you've got to look at because not all phones can send videos to each other. If you need to know more, reach out to me. You know, you can, but just to keep this podcast short, you're sending a personalized message to the person. So straight away, they visually get to see you. They get to hear your voice. They get to feel and sense who you are, and you should be pushing that you are that market expert. While you're the only one that's sending that video message to that potential lead and no one else does, you are at the top of the list. And you haven't even been to their house yet, right? There's different things you can do, Darren. You could be using this, and I'd be getting everyone. And this is one of the things from the IGT 2023 conference. A lot of people were saying, you know, they're getting their team to utilize video messages to tenants for routine inspections, or when they're giving feedback to owners after they've done a viewing or a routine, sending messages to tradespeople for works, etc. There's so many different ways you can send a video message, right? Videos aren't just for social media.
Dennis,
that's what we've got to see.
And it's not just for property management either, because it's also for sales as well. Now, we were working with an agency in Sydney
Yeah.
where we showed the sales team and the sales manager how to do these video messages. And he went and did it with a couple of what he considered dead listings. And
Lost.
I've got the video right here, Dennis. Let's play it. All right. This is
Okay.
his response, his immediate response of what happened afterwards. I'm just going to bring it up to the microphone here.
Go for it.
Darren, Matt Carpenter, Star Partners Real Estate at Marylands, just wanted to say thank you. I've been doing videos like this now for the last 48 hours since your training. Unbelievable. 25 years in the industry. And I think we've just stumbled across an absolute game changer. Just want to say a big thank you. Video is now the way to go. Have a great day and I'll speak to you later. Bye-bye.
Game
Amazing, isn't it?
changer. 25 years in the industry, sales agent, calling it a game changer.
Yeah,
Right?
correct. It does work. It does work. Now, I'm just going to see if I can dial up the other one with Leanne. All right, because
Oh, look, we've got so many different examples, Darren, that I can be sharing with people from.
I've got it.
So, Leanne,
I've got it.
you have just implemented one thing already from the training we've done today.
Yep.
And can you just explain what just happened? What did you just do?
Okay, so I had a phone call that came into the office, which was the new business for a new management. The lady wanted to know our fees and our processes, indicated that she was also going to talk to 2 other agents. So I got all of the details. I went in and spoke to yourself and to Michael about the fact that I just got this first one. Let's see what we're going to do. Michael said, we're going to do a video. That's what we're going to do. So I did a quick video and 2 takes, which apparently I should have only done 1, but we shot it through to this potential lady within, I think, less than probably 2 minutes, if that. The phone rang again at our office, and it was the potential business saying to me, you are exactly who we're looking for. She'd spoken to 2 other offices, had no callbacks, no responses, and has decided she's not going to pursue that anymore, and has booked a solid appointment with us for 9:30 tomorrow morning to sign the business up.
Darren, and
So
you know
Leanne-
what's really good? You know what's really good? That particular owner, within 45 minutes or half hour, actually came into the office and gave Leanne the packs from the other agencies. You know, so it was a cold lead turned into a hot lead turned into new business.
Yeah.
So they're just a couple of examples, and we've got ample that we can share, and people can even go into the IGT inner circle and they can ask, you know, or see for themselves the success that we're having with that. And Darren, I often do a lot of 10-day challenges with our clients, and they've got to send me a video every day, and it gets them into the habit of sending these videos, right? Because the more you get into it, the more practice you do, the easier it becomes. While you're doing it, your rivals will fear you're doing it. And, you know, it's a great way to be top of mind. And again, video isn't just for social media. You know, a new quote that I could be sharing. Darren, what it does, this actually leads you into the second type of video that you can do. It gives the landlords, the potential landlords, and even your strategic alliances that you should be sending this to, and tradespeople, behind the scenes of what you are and who you are as an agency. You know, we need to, as agents, take out the transaction. Real estate becomes so transactional. We've got to keep our personality in there. We've got to show people that we are raw. We've got to show people that we are real. So when we're sending a video, or we're sharing bloopers, or we're sharing behind the scenes, could be a day in the life of a property manager, a day in the life of a leasing agent, or a day in the life of an inspection agent, or whatever your position is, or a sales agent, a day in the life of a real estate principal, you're showing all of the potential landlords, all of your current clients, and keeping them as raving fans, the amount of work that's actually involved, but they actually get to see you as a person. Wow, they don't just drink coffee and collect rent, you know? So you're actually showing them some work behind the scenes. We all love watching DVDs, and back in the day, and used to watch the bloopers. That was my highlight. And what the video and behind the scenes gets to do, it shows people that you are real, you are human, and then they can become more relatable to you. a couple of examples of other examples behind the scenes is team building. Darren, what did we do for the IGT Members Day before the conference?
Team building.
We did team building, and we did that to build the culture and excitement before the actual conference started. And it was a huge success. Everyone was talking about it. They were buzzing about it. They went out. We had dinner. You know, that's what you've got to do within your real estate office. You should be doing team building. You should be recording. You should be inviting your clients, your tradespeople, your referral partners, etc., your tenants, your landlords, whatever, and create that raving fan culture, and then share it to social media as well, right? Show people what you are. So, you know, if you recall, I actually showed the team the video at the conference as part of my session, and everyone loved it. It created a buzz in the conference, and that's what you can do within your own office. Team building, behind the scenes, a day in the life of. You can even, and these can get shared to TikTok, to Instagram, Facebook Reels. You know, you've got to utilize all of the socials. You make sure you put this on YouTube as well. You can put it on your business, Google My Business page as well. And I mean, I could talk deep into the importance of all of those areas, but that's just behind the scenes. That's just showing people how much you do. You know, we've seen Talisha as an example. She's done an amazing video. She put it on TikTok and Instagram on how she does. You were talking about Inspection Express. She was actually sharing and educating people, which moves us into another video, educational on how they do routine inspections and ingoing reports, using the 360 cameras, using Inspection Express. So it may have looked like it was a plug for Inspection Express, but she was showcasing a huge point of difference through an educational video. And she's a great example of winning business through TikTok, right? She's actually implemented. I call it the IGT implementer, right? She's done it. It's an educational video. She's done it around the routine inspections and the ingoings, and it's showcasing how much work that they do before a tenant moves into a property. Darren, some other examples of doing educational videos, keeping it simple. Who's responsible to clean the gutters of a rental property? How do you change a light globe?
Who's responsible to change the light globe? Because that changes from state to state. In South Australia, technically, it's the landlord's responsibility, though I know a lot of agents don't necessarily go out there and let the tenant know that's the case, because in a lot of cases, it's very impractical. If I've got this light globe above my head blows, you know, it's ridiculous that the tenant would then go and demand an electrician come in and do the changeover.
Oh, of course, you know, but if it's above 1.5 meters or it's above a stairwell or something, you know, but
stairwells are very tricky, that's for sure.
Yeah, but the way to do that educational video is you use the expert. You bring, even if it's around smoke alarms, you have a smoke alarm expert. Yeah, you're going to do an educational video. Should I have landlord's insurance? Have a landlord insurance expert or an insurance expert. You know, how to prepare my house for rent, or, you know, you could do an interview with a sales agent. Why is this an ideal investment property? Like, there's so many different types, and you would use your strategic alliances. And what's really good is if you're going to use a strategic alliance, or, you know, how to apply for a home loan for an investment property, you give that video to the mortgage broker and you get them to share it to their clients, and they're telling their clients that you are the preferred person of choice. Darren, I'm going to keep going. I could talk about this.
Keep on going. We've got to,
we've got to get through this. Because the strategic. So I've just blended educational videos and strategic alliance videos together, right? As well as talking about the socials, you know, because you should be using your strategic alliances.
Yep. So again, who are strategic alliances, Dennis?
Well, anyone that's in a strategic position to be talking to a potential landlord, or they're in the process of purchasing a property, or they've got something to do with real estate, right? Insurance brokers, landlords, conveyancers. Conveyancers, for example, in Australia, they are an agency that organises the paperwork for the transfer of title name, you know, as an example. So New Zealand, America, UK, you've got lawyers, solicitors, or whoever that you use. So, you know, there's different, areas of business that a potential landlord's got to go to before they even go to a sales agent. Mortgage brokers, accountants, they're prime examples. You should be utilizing those people, showing them that you are the preferred agency of choice. Now, I don't know if we've done a podcast on strategic alliances, but we could easily do that if we haven't. You know, we could do another one on that. Now, Darren, another way of using video is property marketing. Oh my goodness. Have we got some hot topics in the IGT Inner Circle at the moment? Now, I've brought this up a couple of times. If you're not part of the IGT Inner Circle, go to Facebook, do a search for IGT Inner Circle and click request to join. Now, make sure you answer the questions or you will not be let in. We don't allow non-real estate agents to be in there. We don't allow sponsors to be in there. It is a pure group that we are so strict on who we put in there because we watch the culture. It's all about uplifting, motivating, and learning. You've got to surround yourself by agents that want to grow, that want to list lots of properties and learn and be part of continued development. That's the group for you. But in
Now,
there,
Dennis, before you go on, just letting everyone know, we cover in the Top Growth Academy the whole session. Now, in fact, it's actually two sessions on strategic alliances. And then once you form them, your mortgage brokers, your accountants and so forth, once you form those referral partnerships, then you can start doing events with them as well. And we cover that solidly in sessions 1 and 2. But I also want to let you know we're also going to be doing a whole series on property marketing and leasing properties, one in our Leasing Star Academy to come up next year. So if you're interested, just go to the IGTmembership.com. It's IGTmembership.com. You're welcome to book in for a demo with me. I can show you around. We've already got the Top Growth Academy, the Win Your Worth Academy, which teaches you how to get $500 a year or more extra per property on new business. The BDM Coach Academy, which teaches you the skills, listing kits, the listing presentation and so forth. And of course, the Master Your Time Academy, which is 10-part series to teach your team about how to become more efficient in getting their tasks done, to stop interruptions and become a productivity machine. Back to you, Dennis.
Yeah, very well said, Darren. So, Darren, what I'm talking about here in the IGT Inner Circle, so many people have commented on your post about floor plans. You know, why don't
I did that because of the what came out of all the banter that came out is exactly what I was hoping would come out, because so many people feel it's not necessary. There's a sense of laziness about it as well. It's so important, you know, and I was looking at rental properties myself because with my own properties, I'm always checking the market to see what rents are doing, as your property and owners are doing as well.
Yeah.
And I noticed how many times there's no darn floor plans there when they should be. And that's why I dropped that post in there.
And you know what, when I've searched for properties the same, even, you know, I've had people that are looking at rental properties and they ring me up. Why isn't there more videos so I can see through? Because people are so time poor. They want the best thing, the easiest way that they can look at a property, right? But so many property managers are making the choice on behalf of the owner. They're not doing floor plans. They're not offering videography because they feel like that property's not worth it, but it's a castle for somebody. You know, that your job is to lease the property as quickly as you can. And like you said, landlords, potential landlords are watching online. So you should be doing videos. There's different types of video marketing you can do for a property. You can do photo slides with music and a voiceover, you know, which is quite simple. Just use the professional photos that you're using and turn that into a video. Or you can do a video walkthrough of the property, you know, where you do a live, you know, a lot of people, I ask them, who does a FaceTime to a potential tenant? Why aren't you doing a live Facebook or a live Instagram or a live TikTok to showcase it? You can do a video. How much would $600 a week get you in Brisbane or whatever? And that's something you can put on Instagram, TikTok, but it's showcasing the property, it's doing it differently. You could do 360 live walkthroughs where you're using a 360 camera so people can put the goggles on and they can look around while you're walking through the property. And that's an example of what we showed at the conference. You know, if I could do that at a conference with how many people that we all have there with goggles, right? That you could do it for one individual. The idea is getting less people walk through the people, less people applying, but the quality of people that are applying are the ones who want to apply for the property. And that's what it can do for you, right? less applications. You want to filter the people that go, okay, that's not for me. You want to filter them out because you don't want to have to do 50 applications for a property. You want to do 2 and you'll give it to those 2, or do it to 5 and you give it to those 5 and shuffle them onto other properties. But the point I'm getting at, yes, you can save time. Yes, there's less people coming through, but it's about the potential landlord watching you because it's prospecting. The way you market properties is how you sell it to the next landlord. And when you are doing 360 virtual tours, 360 live video virtual tours, if you're using video and walkthroughs, video lives, or the slides, or whatever the case, or you could do the shorts where you can put the Instagram, put the flashy music behind the scenes, etc. You are showcasing you're the agency of choice. You're showing the owners, Darren, I'm not just about taking photos and putting it on the internet and waiting for the tenant to come. I'm taking the property to the tenant. We live in a transient town. A lot of our potential tenants live out of town. They don't have time. We're applying, we're attracting those executive style tenants that are working and they can't just come between 9 and 5. So we give them the opportunity to come to the property. So when they do visit the property or they make the effort to have that time out, is because they already know they want to apply. You know, so we've got, Darren, educational videos, we've got behind the scenes videos, we've got property marketing videos, personal video messages, and strategic alliance videos that you should be doing so you can attract more business and create more leads and convert that business a lot quicker. I could talk for hours.
You could, and you have, Dennis. And so if you go into our Top Growth Academy, we've not only got a whole session on educational videos, but also how to dominate on social media, how to create effective memes that turn into new business, how to be and how to perceive yourself as the expert and the influencer in the market. The Top Growth Academy is full. Again, if you're interested, just go to igtmembership.com, book in a demo with me. I'm happy to show you the membership there. And you can get learning, you know, right away once you join, and get access to that and our other academies as well, and all the other training that we have available. So Dennis, great session. I just wanted to also, if you haven't got Dennis's book, The PM Lead Secrets, just go to Grow My Rent Roll Now, Dennis. I think that link is growmyrentrollnow.com. The book is free. There's 40 plus ways to grow your rent roll without having to rely on salespeople. All right, you're not stringent on having to get leads from salespeople. The book is free. You just got to pay shipping. So go to growmyrentrollnow.com and get a copy of the book. Just pay shipping. But Dennis, great session there. Well done. 5 ways to generate leads using video. Video is the way. And Dennis, we are actually got some early planning as well in the membership to do a whole academy on influencers and speakers. So people that want to be the go-to expert in the marketplace particularly using video, because influencers are very heavy on using video on social media and how to use it in a way for you to be the magnet. So great session, Dennis.
Thanks, buddy. Looking forward to doing more around this. We could go really deep on videos for real estate.
Well, there is a podcast on every one of those 5 there that we can do. And I think we probably need to spend more time on that, because it is the way of the future. Social media has taken over everything. People are spending countless hours on social media every day. Your brand, your expertise needs to be there to dominate in your market. And once people see or perceive that you are the best, the leads will naturally come and drop on your lap. And the great thing is they want you and they don't care about your fees. All righty?
No, not at all. Darren,
when the leads come in warm and hot, they don't care about your fees. It's only coming in cold, they don't know who you are. That's where you get problems, particularly when you're not cheap.
Oh, totally. Darren, you know, we already have done a podcast on YouTube and the importance of it. And all of these videos should go onto YouTube, as I said earlier. The interesting stat, it's roughly 70% of people are visual learners. 70% are visual learners, you know. And remember, people aren't watching video to see what you look like. They're watching the video to listen to what you've got to say.
And listen and learn. So thank you very much. And thanks, everyone. We'll see you in the next podcast episode.